Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the TV6 Digital Desk live stream. My name is Molly Birch, and I'll be taking you through a recap of today's headlines. This stream runs every night starting at 8/7 Central Time from Sunday to Thursday. I know we missed a couple this week. I was feeling a little sick, if you can hear from my voice, but I'm really feeling a lot better, and I'm really happy to be back with you all today. You can find us streaming on Facebook or YouTube, whichever platform you'd prefer. Feel free to comment and ask any questions you have in the chat as you feel like it, and I'll do my best to answer your questions as we go and after the stream as well. With all of that business out of the way, let's take a look at our first story for tonight. A 37-year-old Calumet man and a 34-year-old Lake Linden woman are under arrest for possession with intent to deliver meth. The Upper Peninsula Substance Enforcement Team did a search warrant at a home in Calumet today. Detectives say they found about 6.5 ounces of crystal meth, more than $6,800 in cash, and evidence of intent to deliver. The Michigan State Police Bomb Squad was also called in to safely get rid of blasting caps detectives found in the home. Both suspects were taken to the Houghton County Jail. And tonight we also have new developments as Governor Gretchen Whitmer urges the state to find more ways for federal relief to help counties and businesses hurt by the otherwise mild winter. Whitmer's office announced a renewed push today for congressional leaders, the Small Business Administration, and Federal Emergency Management to make a new path for federal help for each county impacted. We told you last month that the federal economic injury disaster loans were made available as drought declarations came from 43 counties, including several across Upper Michigan. Small businesses feeling the impact are now encouraged to apply for federal funding from the SBA. And Marquette Sawyer Regional Airport could be adding flights to its schedule soon. The Lake Superior Community Partnership launched its air service study yesterday. The organization wants to hear from people and businesses about their opinions on Marquette Sawyer Regional Airport. The LSCP says its ultimate goal of the survey is to bring additional flights to the airport.
This is so important and critical for people to complete it and businesses to complete it so that we have data to back up why having additional flights is important to our area.
You can participate in the survey until noon on Friday, April 12th at uppermichigansource.com or the TV6 and Fox UP mobile news app. Anyone can fill out the survey, but it is geared towards business professionals. And April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and the Marquette Women's Center has several events and a social media campaign planned. Spots around Marquette County will display teal ribbons. Plus, there will be an informative display at Pack Rat's thrift store and a curated display of survivor art at the UP Masonic Center. A sexual assault advocate says sexual violence impacts survivors, their families, and the community.
Raising awareness does make a difference because the more we understand like the nuances and the intricacies of sexual violence, the more we as individuals, as groups, and as communities can educate, support survivors, and take preventative steps with this issue.
You can see a full list of events at the Marquette Women's Center Facebook page. Norman Pesca and his son Dan of Pesca Construction gave the camp $10,000 on Tuesday. That's Bay Cliff Health Camp. Dan lives with cerebral palsy and went to Bay Cliff Health Camp for 11 years. Bay Cliff Executive Director Claire Luchin says Norman and Dan also funded the camp's Outlook project in 2005. The Outlook lets campers living with disabilities get down the cliff to the Lake Superior shoreline,
Well, certainly the Pescas have done a lot for us. Dan has done a lot for Bay Cliff. And so it's really been a reciprocal relationship, and we just so appreciate their ongoing support.
Norman says he and Dan also donated the land and cabin for Camp Josh in Ontonagon County. Happening now, Escanaba's city manager and the mayor are encouraging the public to volunteer for open seats and committees and boards. City manager Jim McNeil says the city has 5 open seats. This includes 1 each on the Building Authority, Harbor Advisory Committee, and Electrical Advisory Committee. McNeil says board members shape the city's development.
Right now, there's a lot happening in the city. And a lot that will be seen over the next couple of years. We'll be able to finally physically see a lot of the change And a lot of that work has gone through boards already.
If you want to make a change, if you want your community to get better, you have to actively participate in that. And this is one of the best ways to do it. Getting on a board, sharing your input, listening to others' input.
To apply, go to uppermichigansource.com or the TV6 and Fox UP mobile news app. And new tonight, recall efforts for 2 Marquette Area Public School Board members. The Marquette County Elections Commission reviewing the proposed recall for clarity and facts. TV6 senior reporter Jerry Tudor was there for this afternoon's proceedings. He shares what the ruling was.
I too will be joining the votes of the treasurer and the clerk in this matter and find that I do not believe there is sufficient clarity in this. So the petition will be denied.
Judge Cheryl Hill joining the votes of the county treasurer and clerk, saying they did not find enough clarity or facts in the recall efforts brought against 2 Marquette Area Public School Board members. Marquette alum Margaret Brum brought the recall against board members Jennifer Ray and Jennifer Klipp. This afternoon, Brum claimed Ray and Klipp violated MAP's financial policies and procedures, failed to keep required written records about the donations of rebranded T-shirts, and failed to manage rebranding efforts in a fiscally prudent manner.
They have no record of who donated how much. So the reality of it is it's an unknown. And the reality of it is also is that donations are supposed to be recorded according to their own processes and procedures.
Jennifer Ray spoke in her and Jennifer Klipp's defense, denying the allegations after Brum's remarks. Ray says Brum is trying to force the board to negotiate with her regarding the school's recent nickname change to the Sentinels.
But Margaret Brum herself has publicly, on both Facebook and in statements to the media, multiple times made it abundantly clear that this is just one of her many phases as she attempts to position herself with threats of trademarks and recalls in order to force the Board of Education to again negotiate with her personally.
Following both Brum's and Ray's statements, the county treasurer moved to deny the recall petition, citing a lack of clarity. It was seconded by County Clerk Linda Talsma and Judge Cheryl Hill. Jerry Tudor, TV6 News, Marquette.
Thank you, Jerry. The recent snowfall caused many establishments to close their doors. However, the Salvation Army tries to make their pantry accessible regardless of the snow. The Marquette Salvation Army offers social services 5 days a week to the people of Marquette County. They offer a hot meal 5 days a week and a chance to shop for free groceries on Mondays and Thursdays. The Salvation Army Corps officer says they do their best to plan according to potential storms.
In the event that pantry would have had to been closed, we would definitely do what we could to make sure that we had a makeup day, to make sure that people that are in need aren't missing out, because especially going into a weekend when you never know what can happen.
To learn more about the Salvation Army's offerings, go to uppermichigansource.com or the TV6 and Fox UP mobile news app. And finally tonight on the TV6 Digital Desk live stream, an Upper Michigan business is hosting a state archery competition on Saturday in Ishpeming. The Straight Line Archery owner says the Michigan Archery Association is using a new tournament format. Competitors will shoot 45 arrows each. The highest scoring ring is 10 points. There's a freestyle group and a bow hunter group, and there are different divisions within those groups. The owner says you don't have to have experience to join in.
There is no minimum experience level, so anybody at any level in their archery career can come and shoot it, and pretty much any age. So we have people that span from, say 10 years old to 77 years old that come and shoot.
To register for the event, call Straight Line Archery. The competition is on Saturday with a line starting at 9 in the morning and at noon. And that's all the stories we have for you tonight. Be sure to tune in right back here on Facebook at 8:45 tomorrow morning. TV6's Mandy Koskela and Michael Sobek will recap top stories from the morning on their show, Beyond Your Morning News. If you have a story idea you think we should report on, feel free to contact us at any time. These are a few easy ways to get a hold of both myself and others in the newsroom. And again, you can contact us at any time. We would love to hear from you and what's happening in your community. Thank you all again for joining me live at the TV6 Digital Desk. Have a great rest of your night and a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Sunday.